What's up guys, Alec here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Instagram account prices. First of all, shout out to PearVibe for recommending this idea in my video and joining the live stream the other day. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be doing a bunch of account reviews and also a bunch of Instagram content in the future about Instagram strategies, hacks, updates, anything, you name it. I'm probably going to talk about it. Request things in the comments. So, Instagram account prices. Now, I've gone through a bunch of different Instagram account offers and I've put all the prices in an Excel spreadsheet. But before I show you this, I just want to show you a couple of things regarding Instagram account prices. So here I'm on my computer, and before I start going through this quick list, every single Instagram account varies in price, and it varies due to all of these reasons. I'm going to go through them each one by one. First of all, the number of followers. Obviously, the first thing you're going to be looking at when buying an Instagram account is going to be the amount of followers this Instagram account has. Next up, the niche. The price is also going to vary a lot depending on the niche. If you're looking for something like a meme page, it's usually going to be on the cheaper side. But if you are looking for a page which isn't very common but has a lot of followers, it could cost you a lot more. Also, pages such as business, money and entrepreneur pages are generally going to cost you more than the meme page or the average page. Next up, the username. The username is only important if it is a OG handle or a semi-OG at least. If it's a username such as amazing football pics, it's not going to add any value to it whatsoever. If it's a handle such as football, it's going to add an amazing amount of value. You could sell the handle just by itself without selling the Instagram account. So yeah, if you've got a good handle with your Instagram account, that's going to bring the value way up. Next up, we have the demographics. So the demographics, you're going to want to be looking at the age and location, depending on what's important to you. If you ask for their demographics and they send you their demographics and it turns out they have an 80% following from Thailand, for example, it's not going to be as valuable at all compared to an 80% following from America, let's say. If you're looking to buy a page for, let's say, your e-commerce brand and you advertise female products like beauty products, you're going to be looking generally for a United States demographics page with a following of, I'm going to say, at least 70 to 80% female. And then, of course, the age. If you're looking to buy an account with an older reach, you might want to ask them for their age demographics as well. But I've never actually spoken with someone or noticed anyone changing the price depending on their age demographics. Now, engagement. When you're buying a page, you're going to want to make sure this page has likes, comments, and views, and also is getting a bunch of story views. So when it comes to the likes, you're going to make sure they've got a good engagement rate. So I would say at least 10% of the amount of followers they have. So if they have 10,000 followers, you're going to be getting at least 1,000 likes on the posts, and that is minimum. If they have, however, let's say 1 million followers and they're not getting 100,000 likes, that's not as bad. The bigger the page, the more lenient you're going to be with the engagement rate. But you still want to check that the page is getting a lot of engagement and it's authentic engagement. Next up, comments. Comments are a really good thing. It shows that the followers are engaging. If you're getting a lot of comments, you can easily sell your page for a lot more money. Views are also good. And then story views. Story views, for me especially, I think are a big and important factor. So you want to make sure that the page is getting a bunch of story views. And again, I would say you maybe want between 10 to 20% of the total followers that account has watching those stories. So let's say, again, if you have a 10,000 follower account, you want to be getting at least 1,000 to 2,000 story views. But a lot of pages do actually get less. It's quite hard to keep story views up. But again, story views do affect the price of your Instagram account page. And then finally, current growth. You could find a really good page you think is a really good deal, but it could be stagnant. It could be at the same level of followers for a year. Someone could only have just picked it up again and it's not growing at all. If your page is gaining hundreds and hundreds of followers every day, obviously this is going to be a huge factor. If it's a dead page, a lot of the time people sell inactive and dead pages that aren't currently growing or they're even decreasing in followers, and they can sell them quite dirt cheap. But if you do buy a page or you are selling a page, you want to make sure that you're getting current growth. So now we are going to look at a bunch of different account prices. So I've put them in the order of the price, and these prices vary a lot. Most of the pages I've got are meme pages because those are the biggest and most popular on the market. Then there's a few babe accounts there. They've got a couple of quotes, text posts, gamings. So I'm just going to jump right through it. First of all, 3,600 followers, theme page, $65. This one, not really worth it in my opinion. I don't know too much. They didn't give me many notes about the page, but yeah, not worth it. Next up, 14,000 followers, theme page, a meme page, $95. Again, averages around 500 to 1,000 likes and every post, and they say that grows steadily. So this could be something I would potentially be interested in. I'd probably check it out, and this is an account I would maybe get, grow it, and then flip it. Next up, this one's an amazing deal. Well, it's an amazing deal if you're the right person. So this one's selling for $100, 30,000 followers, and it's in the cheerleading niche. So I checked this out. It's like a lot of cheerleading content and then cheerleading memes. And it averages around 1,000 to 300 likes a post. And I've added here a really good deal if you're looking for a cheerleading account. So like I was saying earlier, they're selling it for a really cheap price because it's only going to be people who are interested in the cheerleading niche, which is a very small amount that are going to buy it. But if you're selling this to something, let's say like a cheerleading club or a cheerleading association, you could sell this for a lot more. But again, like I said, I would buy it if I was interested in the cheerleading niche. I even thought about buying it even though I'm not, because I could easily flip it. But the thing is, if you buy this account and you change the niche, everyone's going to start unfollowing and the engagement's going to go way down. So that's why they're only selling it $100, because they're not bothering to find the right buyer. Next up, 23K theme page, meme page. $150 gets around 500 to 2,000 likes per post, depending on the post, and 5,000 video views. In my opinion, for a theme page, this is an all right price. I would like to see the amount of story views they get, but generally for meme pages, their engagement's okay. Again, this is probably something that I would buy and then maybe flip it later on. Nothing long-term growth, because selling shout-outs on meme pages as well aren't the best unless you literally have millions or you're a well-established meme page. So that could be something that I'd be interested in. 50,000 themes, UK memes. So I checked out this page, right? This is a pretty good deal. I even contacted the guy about it, but they didn't seem to answer me. So I don't know if someone else bought it. I was very interested in getting this page. Next up, 53,000 gaming. They mentioned this page was mostly Fortnite, averages around 1,000 to 200 to 1,500 likes, and an average of views between 5 and 10,000. Selling for 350. This is quite pricey, especially because Fortnite's pretty dead nowadays, and it's only getting 1,200 to 1,500 likes. So I think this one is overpriced. 72,000 followers theme page, which is a text post. So this is like the quotes, things like that. 72,000 followers, $400. I haven't been active on it recently, so that's a big red flag for me, especially for $400. But easily gets 1,000 to 200 likes on IGTV posts. Stories get 3,000 views. Has a major female followers in the US, aged 30 to 24. So this is a key ingredient here, or something that does really intrigue you into it. And when you're thinking 72,000 followers for $400 in the US, although they're not all going to be in the US, it's a pretty good deal. But it only gets 1,000 to 2,000 likes on IGTV posts. So the engagement's quite low, and also they've said they haven't been very active on it recently, but it means it could have worse engagement than what they've actually mentioned. I would potentially put in an offer for this, but I wouldn't go any higher than 300. Next up, 33.8 thousand followers. This is a quotes page. 450 posts get about 1,000 to 2,000 likes in an hour, and averages about 5,000 to 10,000 likes. This has got really high engagement. Stories, however, only get to 1,000 to 4,000. I was hoping for a bit more, especially due to the fact that they're getting a lot more likes. But they are saying that it grows 300 to 500 followers a day, which is an insane amount. So this could be a really good investment if you're willing to put in the work for 400. It does seem a bit overpriced though for the amount of story views that it's getting, but if stories aren't too important to you, it is a decent purchase. I would maybe offer 400 for it, but if you're willing to put in the work, this could be a good page for you. Next up, 96,000 followers, a theme page in the beauty niche, $900. This one, it could be worth it if they have good engagement. I couldn't get any information about it, however. Next up, 150,000 followers, it's a meme page. These guys were selling it for 1,500, 150,000 followers, mostly male in the US, UK, and Canada. Likes range from 4 to 5K, and some are 5K plus. This one's overpriced for me. They've overpriced it just due to the fact they have 150,000 followers. I would be really curious to know the story views this gets as well, but I would maybe offer like 1,000 on this, no more. Next up, 538,000 followers. It's a babes account. Now, these kind of accounts can be really easy to grow and can grow quite fast. They average 5,000 to 12,000 likes and then 100 to 300 comments. Could get higher engagement, but I usually just spam a few posts at the same time since I'm doing shout out for shout out. United States 13%, Brazil 9%, India 8%, 96% men, obviously, and then 4% women. So although it's got 538,000 followers, I do think the price is a little hefty due to the fact that the niche is I mean, what are you going to do with a Babes account, you know? Unless you're like a model and you're taking over this account, or you're growing your own network and giving yourself shout out constantly, that could be a good investment. But I mean, this is the thing. This page could be worth a lot more to someone else than me. I wouldn't pay more than 1,000 for this page. But yeah, up next, 240,000 followers, a dogs niche. Now, this niche could be really valuable to someone. Also, apparently it's a semi-OG. I don't know what the actual @ is because they didn't mention, but $2,500 US. It could be worth it. Could be worth it. I mean, the semi-OG isn't going to be worth, let's say, it's not going to be worth more than $600. I'm going to say 600, unless they're underestimating the value of it. But that could be worth that amount to the right person. However, if that right person is not really interested in the username, it could bring the value down to like $1,500, $2,000. Up next, 210,000 followers, hairstyling. This one, they have an OG email, which means it's a very secured account, so you get the email with it. Then $2,500, to me, this is kind of overpriced, but you know, to each their own. Again, it could be worth a lot to someone who's trying to grow their own personal brand, hairdressing niche. So something to consider. Up next, 283,000 in a Babes account. Again, this Babes account, in my opinion, is way overpriced. They're looking for $1,000 per 100,000 followers. I didn't manage to get any info about it, but this one would definitely be overpriced for me. I would put it at the same level as the Babes account, if not less. Like, I wouldn't buy this for more than like $1,000 again. But again, it could be worth a lot more to someone else. And then the last one, I got 94,000 followers in the sports niche. These guys seem to have just insanely over increased the price. I don't know why this is $4,000. They say they pull 60,000 views per post and usually 8K plus likes. Some posts have exceeded 100,000 views and 10,000 likes, which is good, not amazing. I mean, a lot of people can do this, but it could be a sport that's like, again, really niche and very uncommon. So 94,000 in that niche could be very valuable to someone. And again, maybe they're just pricing it at 4,000 because they don't particularly want to sell it, but if they're getting a really good offer, they might. But yeah, that is 15 Instagram account prices. Hopefully you got a bit of value out of this video. Maybe compare your prices to this chart, but again, everybody's prices vary. I highly suggest just having a look at what's on the market. Take a look on Telegram, take a look on OG users, and just kind of base your price on what others are selling theirs for, you know. But again, prices vary. Some of my pages, I would sell them for really expensive because I don't particularly want to sell them, but if I got a good offer, I would. And that's it. That is Instagram account prices. So I hope you got some value from this. If you did, please hit the like button due to the fact that it took me a lot of time to put some of these prices together, and some of these videos do take quite a bit of work. That being said, if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section down below. Suggest some videos, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.